And she, along with the Congresswoman, are joining me now. Thank you so much to both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Cannot express enough our condolences, but we appreciate you talking to us as you are here ahead of this joint address. What is your message?
My message is that there are actual things that the president can do that would make us safer, and he's choosing to pick things that cater to fear, that cater to hatred and cater to xenophobia, and he's just he's not representing reality the way that would actually work.
When you look at a number of these recent shootings, but when you're looking at the Pulse nightclub where 49 people were killed, Omar Mateen, the shooter, was a U.S. citizen. He was born here in the U.S. His parents immigrated from Afghanistan. So with that in mind, that is the person who killed your son, when you hear a travel ban come out, I mean, what would you like to see happen to stop something like this from happening again?
Well, the common sense thing to do would be to ban assault weapons, not ban Muslims. We can do that. That's practical. It's been done before. It doesn't violate the U.S. Constitution. And the president swore when he was sworn in that he would uphold the United States Constitution, and then turned around and violated the United States Constitution, where we can do practical things, banning assault weapons and high-capacity clips. My son's killer was born, like you said, in the United States. He grew up in the United States. He has our culture and love of weapons, and yet we're encouraging that kind of hatred, this type of rhetoric, and the Muslim ban is encouraging that hateful rhetoric that is going to encourage even more people, and it already did. The very week he illegally banned Muslims, there are six now fatherless Muslims in Quebec. That was a direct result of his rhetoric and his ban. So his rhetoric is causing more crime, and he could do practical things. He could keep, there's a direct correlation between people who commit domestic violence and those then that commit gun violence. So we could ban people who are mentally ill and committing domestic abuse from owning and possessing handguns.
And when you look, Congresswoman, at you poll people, and they support exactly what you're describing right here, but it's not something that even under President Obama was able to make any movement. I wonder what your expectations are. Obviously, a message from President Trump in support of more gun regulations. That's definitely not going to happen. But what are you hoping to hear tonight? What are your expectations?
Well, first of all, I'm just honored to have Christine as my guest tonight. It had to be a Pulse survivor. When you look at the Pulse nightclub is now considered the deadliest mass shooting in our nation's history. And as the president focused on people in other countries and his Muslim ban, he doesn't like to call it that, but that's what it is. I'd like to hear him talk about what he's going to do right here at home to deal with people like the person who killed Christine's son, and deal with the gun violence that we see right here in the United States, committed by persons who were born right here in the United States.
Congresswoman Val Demings, Christine Leinonen, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate your time. Next, two suspects weeping in court as they were sentenced for terrorizing a child's birthday party with racial